boom.
When you pull this off, I won't forget it. Trust me.
Gonna shoot you right down, right off of your feet.
Not too many guys got the stomach for this line of work. We need guys like you.
Take you home with me. Put you in my house.
Our new friend, Vito Scaletta.
Hey guys, it's Jessica with GirlGamer.com. We're here at 2K taking a look at Mafia 2, and I have here with me Jack Scalici. Now Jack, can you talk a little bit about the main character of Mafia 2?
Yeah, his name's Vito Scaletta. He came to America in the 20s as a young boy. He grew up in poverty in the city, in Empire Bay's Italian ghetto. He gets back from World War II, he doesn't have a job. His father has burdened the family with a lot of debt. His father has now passed away, so as the man of the house, it falls to him to repay this debt. And he sees, a life of crime as really the only way out of his situation.
In early development, Mafia 2 started out as a really open-ended game, but now it seems that you guys gone more a linear route. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, we felt strongly that we really need to go linear with this game, just like any good Hollywood movie does. The viewer has beginning, the middle, and the end. Just like in Mafia 2, the player has a beginning, middle, and the end of the story that they're going to experience. There were at one point, I think 4 endings. We just looked at the best one and we said, this is the one we always want to experience. This is the most satisfying out of all of the endings. Why don't we just have this one? Let's just drive everyone towards this, because this is the one that we love. Because we've been playing the game for years now. So we're like our own focus group in that respect.
As with other sandbox-style games, what makes Mafia 2 different than all those other games?
There's such a huge focus on the 2 core gameplay elements, meaning driving and shooting. When you drive around in our game, it feels almost like a racing game. The cars look absolutely phenomenal compared to any other open world game out there. Other than a racing game, I think we have the best looking cars of any game. And when you're driving around, the feel of it too, it feels like a racing game. It's fantastic. I have the most fun just driving around the city listening to the music on the radio. On the other hand, when you go into the shooter elements, when you have to go to a certain location and start the shooter gameplay, it feels just like a third-person action shooter, more along the lines of, like, I'd say, Gears of War. You have to stay in cover or you're dead. It's not like you just walk around and your health replenishes, and you can just cause mayhem and live. You will die unless you take cover. The weapons are very deadly. We put a lot of emphasis on the combat. One of the good things about the delays that the game has had is that we've had so much time to polish this and make it perfect, and I think you've seen that today in the demo.
We had a first look at Mafia 2, and there was a lot of attention to detail, elements in like the weather and music and all those kind of things. Can you explain a little bit more about what's gone into that?
Well, just like any good movie, the director is going to set the scene. He's going to pick where events happen in the story, locations. He's going to say, okay, is it raining now, or is it a bright, sunny, happy day? What music is playing? What are we doing with the orchestral score? And we've done that with Mafia 2. We know where you are, where you're going to be at every point in time. We know what the tone of each scene is. We know what the player is probably going to be feeling. So we reinforce that. Like if it's dark and stormy, something bad is probably going to happen. If you're getting chased by the cops and you jump into a car, as soon as that car starts up, you're going to hear rock and roll as the default station on the radio. Little things like that. We built this bubble around the player where all these little events happen to reinforce what's going on in the story.
You guys just announced that you have an agreement with Playboy with the game, so can you touch on a little bit more on that?
Yeah, we were looking for kind of like collectibles in the game, like you'll collect video cassettes or you'll collect CDs in other games. In our game, we thought, like, what fits with the period, what fits with this, the whole Mafia thing, the suits, the cars, and that was Playboy. And it just so happened that Playboy was born in the 50s, so it made perfect sense. So we got together with them, and you'll be able to collect Playboy magazines in the game.
Well, I think that will be one of my favorite parts of the game.